Get out of here, Jimmy.
You know, if you truly love me, you would listen to my proposal.
His signature is more important to me than these diamonds are, you know?
You got a passport, right?
Okay, people in my comments are saying I should sign a prenup.
Body count does not matter at all, and I'm going to give them a very specific reason why you should.
If this prenup was done under duress, it is invalid.
Husband's money is not yours just because you pop some kids out.
You're gonna marry a girl, okay? And you love her so much. Would you make her?
There is a saying nowadays, if you want to break up with your girl, just ask your girl to sign a prenup. And I'm sure she will gonna leave you and she will forget all the love that she has for you. See what these ladies have to say to every man when it's come to a prenup.
If there is a prenup, I'm not gonna marry you.
Well then, goodbye.
She's screaming and yelling and can't have a normal conversation. And I can't talk to her. And that's a problem. Yes, I love her, but I've had fears about her temper since I've met her. But, well, actually more, yeah, since I met her in person.
Are you talking about me? Pack up your things. Get out of here. Get out of here, Jimmy.
You know, if you truly love me, you would listen to my proposal. You didn't even give me
Okay, what is the proposal?
My proposal, and I even write protection for Jasmine. That's the headline. If I was the person that initiates a divorce, you would be giving the highest amount of financial protection. Do you understand that?
Bro, this woman is screaming red flags all over the place. This guy needs to man up and walk away. Look, it's not love she's after. It's a setup for when she's ready to bounce. The second she thinks she can do better, she will be out the door. And trust me, bro, she's taking half of your stuff. Let's move on to the next clip.
I found out my wife just left her corporate job for a cashier job because like she wants to get out of the payments that she's doing.
Payments of what?
Child support, ma'am.
Is there a reason why you're not paying to support this child?
I left my job, and I did do it intentionally.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
How much did you make at your last job?
Annually, $70,000. Now I work at a convenience store.
How much are you making now?
$30,000 a year.
What's the qualification to work at that job?
You just need a high school diploma.
High school diploma?
Yes,
and you have a master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. Ma'am, I'm going to make you pay child support. $899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man.
Oh man, look who says women are the best creature on the earth. She quit her job because she didn't want to pay for her own child. That's insane. And now she expects the guy who's making less than her to pay child support. Unbelievable, man. Let's move on to the next clip.
You're gonna marry a girl, okay? And you love her so much. Would you make her sign a prenup with the abundance of money you do have?
Yeah, of course.
You would make her sign a prenup?
Yeah, why not? Because if she was like, she's not comfortable with that, then it's like...
But she might get offended by that.
Who cares? Well, if she's offended by that, then she's not the one, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's like, is that then, she's offended by it, is that why she's there then?
Your money? What if she also made a lot of money? Like, maybe more than what you make?
Well, the laws, specifically in California, are really not in favor of men, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a woman you could break up, they could take like half your shit, and she could do it and be like, peace.
Okay. So you would make her sign a prenup?
Yeah, of course.
She asked him that question 3 times, like she didn't hear him properly. Maybe she just not getting it. He's saying it loud and clear. Sign the prenup or hit the door. Simple. No prenup, no marriage. Especially in today's world, you have to protect yourself. Like he's doing what every man should do. At the end of the day, you have to do what you have to do to safeguard what you have worked for. No excuses. Let's move on to the next clip.
Husband's money is not yours just because you pop some kids out.
Look, she is getting so much hate off of this video, and I totally understand her message, so I just kind of wanted to convey it for you guys in a way that you can understand her better. Basically, what she's trying to say is, I'm a huge dumbass, and my husband forced me to sign a prenup, so I'm really bitter about my situation, so I take it on other women to feel better.
And there she is, one of the ones hitting on her. But that's not what she is saying at all. What she is really saying is this: the man's been grinding, working hard, building himself up, and finally made some good money. Why on earth would he let you take everything from him just because you won't sign a prenup? It's a common sense. Protect what you have earned. Having a baby? Yeah, that's on the both the man and the woman. She's right again. Just because you are having kids with him doesn't mean you automatically get access to his bank account. The responsibility of raising those kids falls on both parents, but don't twist it. He's not obligated to hand you his money because of it, isn't it? And let's be real, if this man's got his head on straight, he's going to take care of his child, no question. Especially if he's married, he's building a family, not throwing cash at someone to bankroll their lifestyle. The prenup's about fairness, not greed. Let's move on to the next clip.
And used to have to do a lot less and get a very high value woman. Now we live in this moment where everyone's kind of and you have to work harder to get a woman that doesn't have any self-respect or any value. Just kind of the complete disintegration of when I look at, what my grandmother looked like in pictures, how classy and how beautiful and how much I wanted to be like her. And now I look at, women today and I just think, man, I feel bad for guys.
That's the absolute truth. These days, you are working twice as hard to lock down a modern woman, and many call them a 304. But honestly, 403 makes more sense to me. Either way, the point's clear. You have be careful what you have choose to partner up with, or you will end up losing your mind just like this. The wrong woman can drive you crazy emotionally, financially, and mentally, and it's literally a high-risk game out there. Choose wisely or to be prepared to face the consequences. Let's move on to the next clip.
And I'm single. I'm just looking for somebody who likes to have fun and is a fun-loving type gal. Brunettes are something, and so are redheads or blondes. That's what I really want is someone who'll call me and will love me, because everyone I know is married, and I don't know anybody or anything, and it's just not right because I deserve love like anybody else. I don't need to rummage through the dumpster for a playboy.
This is a man who is being hurt over and over again, but let's be real. This kind of behavior is just going to turn off women off. If he wants to attract the right partner, he needs to focus on working on himself and becoming a better version of who is he. Carrying that pain around isn't gonna help him find love. It will just push people away. Self-improvement is the only key. Let's move on to the next clip.
I don't think I want to sign this prenup. It's the day before the wedding. Maybe I should talk to a lawyer first. No way. If you don't sign this prenup, I'm canceling the wedding. And your whole family is going to lose money on their plane tickets and their hotel rooms. Okay, I'll sign.
Later.
I want a divorce. You want a divorce? Fine, you get nothing. I've got a prenup. But I didn't even want to sign that. You forced me and pressured me, threatening to cancel our wedding. If this prenup was done under duress, it is invalid.
Let's accept this. This is a skit, but let's not kid ourselves. When women actually get away with the playing duress card, and that's right, there is a big reason why many men are hesitant to tie the knot these days. It's all about control and manipulation. If a guy feels like he can't trust his partner not to pull something like this in real life, why would he want to risk everything on what? A marriage? Oh man, it's really a crazy world out there. Let's move on to the next clip.
Body count does not matter at all, and I'm going to give you a very specific reason why you should be a slut.
In college, I was in a communications class, and via anonymous clicker, they asked us to guess what the average amount of people a college student hooks up with a year is. Then they asked us to say how many people we had hooked up with that year. People assumed the number that people had hooked up with was around 7 or 8 on average. Actual number of people hooked up with was 2 people. Our communications professor told us this to show perception is very different than reality. So the moral of the story is to be a slut because everyone assumes you're being one anyway. Being a slut is fun, it's flirty, it's trendy, it's cool, and it's slutty. All positive words. And my number was 10, which means I won because mine was the highest. That just proves sluts rule the world. And if you don't believe me, well, I don't know you, so bye, dead to me. Have fun living your uncool, unslutty life. Also, being a slut is a mindset, so even if you don't want to hook up with people, you can still be a slut. I don't know how to end this video, so bye.
At first, literally I thought this woman was just joking, but then it hit me. She's clearly for the straight, and she's proudly announcing it to the world that a one-way ticket to decrease chances of marriage, guys. No decent man is going to want to settle down with someone floating that lifestyle. No one. And it's like she's wearing a neon sign saying, "Look at me, I am not serious about commitment." If anything, she's making it crystal clear that she's not marriage material. That's just a fact. Let's move on to the next clip.
High five.
Oh. Like, right?
Excuse me, I'm doing a survey. I wonder whether I can ask you a few questions.
Yeah, it's fine.
Great. If you were approached in the street by a robber, do you think you'd be able to defend yourself?
No.
Good. Give me your money.
Hey, scoot back. We'll worry about the diamonds later. That signature is more important to me than these diamonds are. You know?
I don't want to sign a prenup. I'm not going to be using you.
You're not going to use me, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's just like, you sign a contract when you go to work, right? You sign contracts. It's just a contract for our relationship.
You're not going to make me sign it?
No, it's not about that. I promise you it's not about that. This is about just having foundation and, you know, a goal in life. And I know what I have and, you know.
Okay, but I don't want to sign a prenup because I'm not using you. Okay, give me that ring.
No, you can't have that ring. Stop reaching for it. Seriously, I'm serious about this. Man, if you truly love me, just sign a paper. Stop like going back and forth.
Who's making you do this? Your family?
Well, I did have a talk with my dad, and you know, just from experience and what he's went through, he told me that it wouldn't be bad for us to do this in our life, in our relationship. So I want to follow behind my parents.
So you're saying that I can just divorce whenever?
See, you need to read it. The thing is, you can't divorce me once we are married. Like, it's for good. It's for good. And if you divorce me, you owe me $50,000. That's what it's gonna be about. I don't want to marry you. Why?
Because I'm trying to get some out of it at least.
What? So you plan on getting with me and not bringing nothing to the table? See, this is why I'm doing this right now.
I don't want
for
to
that
sign
reason.
This.
Well, man, it's that or nothing. Like, I guess I'll just have to keep this ring for another rainy day. No.
Let me see.
I'm sure someone else would love something like this, you know?
Let me see.
No, stop reaching for it. That's more important. Just sign it. That's all you got to do, and we're good. We can go to the courthouse and get married tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
What I'm not gonna sign this.
Well,
I'd rather find somebody else that can actually provide for me then.
Are you serious? So you want to use somebody? That's why you don't want to sign this paper, then?
Why would I sign it?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna beg you to do it. My dad told me. My dad told me to be aware, and he also told me if you didn't sign it, that was a red flag. Seriously, he's always right.
All the red flags are right in front of him, and yet he's still standing there. You have to ask why. I have no idea. It's like he's ignoring all the warning signs. He's only got one thing left to do: get his passport and get out. This is a classic of knowing when to walk away. If she's showing all those signs, it's time to prioritize himself and find better option elsewhere. Don't waste time on someone who is clearly not worth it. Let's move on to the next clip.
You got a passport, right?
Hey babe, people in my comments are saying I should sign a prenup with you now. Just to make sure.
It's not a prenup, it'd be a postnump.
Do you want me to sign one?
No.
Are you sure? I'm not gonna leave you and take all your money and children?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
You can never predict the future. That's exactly why people get prenups. But this woman right here, she's throwing around those statements all the time, and it's no wonder she get dismissed. Listen up, guys. When you ignore the reality of what could happen, you are setting yourself for failure. Relationships are not guaranteed, and pretending they are is a recipe for disaster. If she can't see that, she's just asking for trouble. Let's move on to the next clip.
I've also heard that prenups can get practically thrown out of court. Is that true?
Yeah. So a lot of people's prenups get thrown out in court because you either had them sign it under duress, which happens the most.
What does that mean though?
Under duress means under pressure. So like the wedding's today, here's the paperwork, we ain't getting married. That's duress. Like you can't do it.
But how do they prove that in court if they got married 5, 8, 10, 20 years before that?
Because you signed the date on it. And you know what the date of the marriage is.
Okay.
And so those sorts of things get you thrown out. But the biggest reason that that prenups get thrown out is because you didn't disclose all your assets.
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
It's so easy to especially if you're trying to move assets into other entities and that sort of thing. So yeah. So that's why I tell people, get your affairs in order before you get engaged. Because if you do that, you don't have to disclose. It's just no longer on the table. But if you have assets in your name, you get engaged and you're in contemplation of marriage, you now have to disclose what you have before you can move it into a trust. Or it would be like you're hiding the assets.
Really? See, I didn't know that.
Thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm rooting for your success. So now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you got value out of this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. Share this video with others who needs to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay sharp and keep leveling up.